All right, so before the sun goes down, which it almost has, I wanted to make another quick post today because I wanted to try out this cool GoPro necklace that I got. I've been trying to make these walkthrough videos around Taiwan, which you've probably seen. I did one of Taipei main station, and then I did one around Zhongshan area, which was okay, except, oh, there comes Meow Meow. There's the cat. That's what the video is going to be about now. Come on, get out of the way. She's a star. But the one at Zhongshan, I put the camera kind of in my waist and it bounces around a little bit, which is fine, it appears, because the GoPros have pretty good stabilization on it anyways, but it's just kind of a weird angle being so low. So I found this thing on Shopee and it kind of goes just like this, just hangs around the neck, and it's pretty secure. It's the necklace part is actually weighted, so it kind of hold itself down quite a bit, so it feels really stable and it just moves with the body. Anyways, pretty good solution, and I thought I'd give it a try. And to do that, I just thought I'll take a spin around my neighborhood. Okay, so normally I wouldn't do a narration on a video like this just because the walkthrough videos I like watching never have narration, and I prefer it. It's just more relaxing. But the audio from this was kind of annoying because you can hear the wheelchair creaking and squeaking. So I've decided to add just a little bit of narration over the top. This is my hallway coming over here to the elevator. I live on the 7th floor, so gotta go down. Hey there. Here's the little ramp that I take down. Whee! This isn't the biggest of hills, but it's surprisingly challenging to get up that little spot. And there's always scooters and cars hitting me. There is a surprisingly large amount of wheelchair users in my neighborhood, but they're mostly really old people. A lot of old people live in this area, I think because the apartments are cheap. This little thing, when I first started coming here in my wheelchair, was a real challenge to get through, but I figured it out. I got it down. Which way to go? So this area is actually a really big apartment complex area. There's, I think, 3 or 4 really big buildings in the center, and then this goes all the way around all of those buildings with shops and public areas around the outside. So it's not technically my neighborhood because these aren't public streets. It's all part of this massive complex. But this is where I first started coming on my own when I first got my wheelchair and was learning how I was going to get around and building up my strength. And I would come here and I would go around in this loop that we're going to do the whole thing now. And I would go around in circles, maybe 4 or 5 times, just to try to build strength. And it was really challenging. You can see they bring out all the old people at night to hang out and get some sun. Other people in wheelchairs, almost all of them elderly with their caregivers. And then there's me, rolling around in my cool wheelchair, doing things on my own. It's a pretty old neighborhood. And the sun hasn't set, but all these buildings completely block any of the sun, any of the sunset. So it seems darker than it is, but it's basically because these giant buildings block all the light. That right there on the right is a really good Nero-Mian place. I think that's it. In this area are some of the very first ramps, wheelchair ramps that I attempted to climb on my own. And some of them are pretty gnarly, difficult. This one coming up. There's one. You can see that big ramp. Woo! It's a doozy. I think I made an Instagram post when I was trying that on my own, and I could barely get up it on my own. A lot of work. But I was pretty weak back then. Like I said, I'd come out here, do some loops around this, and I would be exhausted. I think the very first few times I did it, I struggled to get all the way around this. Come a long ways. Look at this guy. He's got a couch. So far the video looks pretty good. This is definitely a better angle than when I would put the camera in my waistband. It does wobble around a little bit on my neck, but the angle is much better, a little bit higher, a little more like how I actually see the world when I'm moving. So this will work. I'm going to make more of these rolling through videos, mostly just because it's fun. Something for me to do that I enjoy. I don't mind if anybody enjoys watching them or not. It's just, I like making them. Gives me a purpose. Look at all these buildings everywhere, blocking the sun. Oh, watch it, lady. Oh, watch it, guy. You know, the interesting thing when you're in a wheelchair is how often people don't seem to see you. Maybe because you're so low to the ground. I don't know. My wheelchair is bright green. Should be hard to miss, but people do run into me on the regular. A little cool outdoor cafe. Well, it's not really cool, but it's outdoor. Nothing much in this neighborhood is cool, I would say. It's pretty old, but it's home. And that's the loop. We went all the way around in a big circle, if you got a sense for that. And now we're back at this crossing. And here, I always look both ways, try not to get hit by cars, because they don't give a F, usually. I like that guy. He doesn't care. Not stopping for me. Why I've been leaning real heavy into the kind of southern twang accent when I talk, not sure. Might have something to do with the podcasts I've been watching or something. I don't know. The big people don't see me, but the kids, they always see me. I'm eye level, so they notice. And you'd be surprised, the kids are the most friendly. They're not weirded out at all by someone in a wheelchair. Compared to adults, ooh. Sun's shining this way, so can't really see the mountains in the distance, but our place is right on the Danshui River, so we actually have a pretty good view. Can't see it from here, though. And that's about it. We are back home. Back up the ramp. This one's a lot of work. Ooh. Alright, back home. That about does it. Video quality's pretty good. Audio, a little squeaky, but it's all good. There's Meow Meow waiting for me. Hey, Meow Meow.